I'll divide the reports into 2 piles. Officially, the assessment is all... Whatever else Uncle Tien might think of, any evidence he's left is not going to be immediately obvious.
Even though well... Oh, this reading is...
Looks like I'm the first one back.
Oh, hey! It's one of Yelan's little helpers! If you're back, that means...
You betcha. I visited all the commerce guilds and gathered a wealth of information. Every time they asked...
Don't drag this out. Just tell...
Yes, Lady Yelan. To summarize my findings, most people who've had interactions with Qianwei will start out complaining about how proud... The young master of the Feiyun Commerce Guild said that Qianwei appears arrogant, but he's very scrupulous in the way he works. Once he signs a contract with somebody, he treats them fairly regardless of their background.
Who'd have thought?
Is it possible that his reputation is fake? Is there any way you can check the accounts of the businesses under his name?
In theory, that should be very difficult. But here's the thing. Where he buys from and sells to should be confidential business information, but he doesn't seem interested in protecting. Qianwei often sees business opportunities that others don't, but once he's made enough mora off of it, it's like he gets sick of it and releases. It's like he wants people to know that they still can't beat him, even if he shares all of his secrets. The fact that someone like that can still make mora...
What a strange guy. It's like he's not doing business...
To validate his theories. No wonder his manifesto contains so many insights. It's all the result...
I'm back! Huh? Why do you think? Obviously, because I possess superior skills, and am always one step ahead of the competition. Well...
You... Ugh, whatever. I'm not getting into an argument with you. If I hadn't had... Lady Yelan,
Well, we're...
The Ministry of Civil Affairs says that Mingbois struggles to get his words out when he gets... But after a few days of getting to know him, you can pretty much have a normal conversation with him. On the whole...
In your opinion, was the Ministry of Civil Affairs' appraisal of Mingbois...
I don't believe so. Mingbois is someone... According to Miss Yu, the Ministry often gets Mingbois to take a final look at projects before they're implemented. People feel... Oh, and also, there was once someone in the Ministry who was lying and cheating to try to advance their career. Mingbois gave them the scolding of a lifetime.
Whoa.
Like I said before, things are not...
Ah! So that...
Thank you both. You're free to go now. So, have you finished reading the manifesto? I can't see any immediate problems looking at the individual entries. The only one that strikes me as a little unusual... Jiangshu Pool has at some point, a long time ago.
So, did they find any...
None. The technology wasn't mature. Zhi-Yi's manifesto... Still.
Excavation? Project? Oh, yeah!
Did he now?
Does that mean the black...
No, not likely. They do possess some still.
Qianwei and Mingbois both turned out to be completely different than what... What about Zhi-Yi? Is there another side to him too?
The rain won't slow me down. This is the Black Cliff Forge. Let's look around for clues.
Excuse me?
I don't think we're going to get any.
What's this?
From the back, it looks like a ledger. But it seems they also use it. We don't know who wrote it, but it's interesting.
You think they're suspicious?
Yes. Look, it's at this rate. By the time the Qingshu Pool redevelopment plan, that'll give them the chance to take a lot of liberties. Imagine if we didn't suspect anything. By the time Jur-E recommends the Blackcliff Forge for the excavation, no red flags if all they did was change some key staff. And even if we decided to vet, that's the advantage of planning this far in advance.
When you put it like that, it all makes sense. So, who's really...
That's a question for the newcomers.
Excuse us.
I gotta say, my only complaint, I guess they just need...
They go up.
You got that right. It rained after work. Hey, you're only young.
Interesting. Looks like our hunch was on the drinking in Liyue Harbor. Good thing it rained today. It means they'll leave footprints.
They went that way! Hurry, we gotta catch up! These footprints are heading towards Liyue Harbor. Maybe we were wrong about them.
Just as I thought. They didn't go to Liyue Harbor. They went that way. The footprints stop here, but, judging from the direction... Looks like we were too late. This has gotta be where the newcomers rendezvous with whoever they're working for. Look at these ashes. Someone...
Could there be anything left? Maybe the wind could have blown the fire.
The odds of that are very slim. It's practically impossible. I've checked. All the paper...
Why don't we wait for them back at the Blackcliff Forge?
We can't count on that. Clearly they were based here at one point. But to me, that says that whoever's behind this has moved them some...
Darn! Guess that...
Make no mistake. The purpose of our trip wasn't to find any solid evidence. We just need to figure out... I smelled something peculiar the moment I came in. Those newcomers probably thought they'd be safe as long as they burned the letters. But what they failed to consider is that paper and ink from different regions produce different...
Really? Paimon can't...
There is a certain place with a freezing cold climate where there's nothing but ice as far as the eye can see. Some wealthy people there put floral fragrance in their ink as a way of when that fragrant ink is burned. This is exactly. The evidence will... But it's all I need. Now I know who we're dealing with.
Lady Yelan! Oh, thank goodness I finally found you. I thought I'd never see you again.
Don't be alarmed. This is Upei. He's Wenyuan. I sent him to look into Jur-E's regular contacts. Since Jur-E likes fishing, Upei thought he might know some of the fishermen and sailors, so he took a boat out to sea to ask around. I left him a note at Yenshang Tea House telling him to look for me at Blackcliff Forge when he got back. If there'd been... So, what did you find out at sea?
Forgive my incompetence. I'm afraid I've come up. I asked all the fishermen multiple times, but none of them had any interactions with Juri before. Then the waves got so choppy. When I got back, I heard that you'd gone to Black Cliff Forge and might need backup, so I went straight there as fast.
Well, Uncle Tien said that Jur-E once bought.
What? No, that's not possible. It's absolutely not possible. Lady Yelan, I'm telling.
Interesting. Then I wonder how that
Fish soup?
Nothing. Our priority right now is to find a way to get our hands on. Well, any suggestions? Not a bad idea. Upe, what do you think?
Honestly, I've already tried following Juri, but the guy's too cautious. Never.
Okay, so
No, we'll still need to tail him. But first, we need to do some.
groundwork?
When you've worked in intelligence for a long time, you'll understand that no one can stay on high alert forever. Tomorrow morning, I'll announce his victory at Yuehai Pavilion. Be sure to arrive on time. It looks like we're all here. Well, I won't drone on about the importance of the Tianshu role. Suffice to say that Uncle Tien.
All of us here know the score. Don't beat around the bush, just get on with it.
Qianwei? has many pioneering ideas, but some of his Mingbo is reliable, but not quite ambitious enough. And because of his personality, he struggles to win people. In contrast, Zhi is evenly balanced across the board after much consideration.
What?
Oh, congratulate.
Thank you. Honestly, I'm a little surprised. In my estimation, all three of us are worthy candidates for the Tianshu position. As your would either of you entertain the possibility of working with me in the future and taking on some of my workload?
I'll have to see.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, that's all from me. Zhi, you'll have some preparation to do. It won't be long before you're informed of your official appointment.
I will live up to the Tianshu name. On this, I should go. I need to pack my things, and then I think a celebratory meal is in order.
Count me out. I'm not in the...
Zhi seems pretty relaxed now. This would be a good time to follow him.
Hey, traveler, tell me something. What exactly... If you can't answer that, I'm not accepting this result.
I, also wouldn't mind knowing.
Oh no, if we get stuck here...
Follow him.
Yes, ma'am.
We finally got rid of...
Lady Yelan, Zhi has gone towards fate...
Follow him, quickly.
So Zhi really sided with the Fatui? But Uncle Tian thinks so highly of him. Why would he do this?
Difficult to say, but everything should become a lot clearer when we find...
I'm sorry, Lady Yelan. He's too good at this. We weren't able to keep following him without being seen.
How the heck did he manage? I guess Zhi didn't let us...
No, Upei says he's much more relaxed than usual. Maybe it's just how he's wired. Perceptive enough to sense when...
What?
Don't blame yourselves. Let's not forget he was trained by Uncle Tian himself. Evading... If I'd asked you to tail Uncle Tian, you'd have ended up at a dead end too. It's fine. So...
Xinyue Kiosk. He only went in briefly. A few moments later, a man dressed in a completely different outfit came out. Upei had a feeling that it was him. I figured that if we spooked him, it would undo what we've accomplished today so far. So I stopped Upei, and I stayed here to wait for you while that meathead went to ask around in Xinyue.
Good work. The fish didn't take the bait, but that's okay. As long as he's still swimming around, we'll find a way to catch him eventually. Let's go to Xinyue.
Could you explain to me how that works? A guy like him comes in, changes his whole outfit right under your nose, and you...
Our customers are free to dress however they please. What
Okay, fair enough, but...
Well, maybe I did, but it still does...
Enough. Let's tone this down a little. I'll make this quick. Just one question.
Oh, he didn't buy anything. He just picked up a bottle of liquor that he ordered ages ago.
A bottle of liquor?
Yes, a very strong kind. Fiery, with a rich flavor. This gentleman ordered it in person from us a long time ago.
Liquor. And
Where to?
Shigu Antiques.
Welcome.
Hey, Miss Linlong. Sorry to bother you. We're friends of his. He's been telling us how impressed he is.
Sure. Which model are you?
We don't really know a whole lot about wineware. Let's just go with...
Zhi picked up his set not long ago as a quality imitation of an antique wineware set. Just so you're aware, we don't have many of this model left in stock. And now that Mr. Zhi has taken one...
Don't worry. price shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure we can work something out. But I'm just a little
For this set, the wine glasses are sold separately. Minimum purchase is 1 glass, maximum is 4. Miss.
Okay. Thanks, Lean Long. Seems there's a little more to buying wineware than I first thought. We'll have to mull it over.
Well, don't take too long. We could sell out any day now. All right, see you next time.
This is turning into a real headache.
I'd just like to point out that we have the self-professed Grand Master of Fieldwork here to thank for being wholly incapable of tailing an ordinary civilian without being seen.
It's not like you didn't.
My specialty is information trading, okay? I don't have the physical...
Fair point.
Yelan, if we can't figure out where...
If so, it's no or...
What do you mean?
First of all, Jur-E isn't much of a drinker. If he was just looking to celebrate by himself... No. This is a victory feast. Held, whoever this person is clearly enjoys hard liquor and has a very high status. Now, where might we find Fatui whom...
Fatui officials.
Have both locations surrounded?
Lady Yelan, is it time for us to make our...
Get with the program, would you? This is a covert surveillance operation. In which case...
Great idea! So we just need to find out who Juri...
But Lady Yelan, if we get caught, this could become a...
I'm well aware. But don't you see? Jur-E is gambling everything on this. If we really want to catch him, stick to your orders. And make sure we're covering all other...
Yes, ma'am.
Don't worry, Lady Yelan.
I'll be waiting for you at the tea house. If I'm guessing correctly, Fatui officials are likely to take action at night. You should go and get ready.
Have a blast!
Perfect timing. Wenyuan just sent word that the Fatui ambassador used...
Qingshu Pool? That...
It looks like that's where they've arranged to meet. Sense of Qingshu Pool is always crawling with monsters. Most people wouldn't dream of going there.
Oh no.
Let's go. If my hunch... This is Qingshu Pool, full of ruins, crawling with monsters. Anyone with any sense steers well clear of this place. I've looked into the place before. There's a worker's entrance somewhere around here. Follow me. There's been some work done on this place in the past, but it's a bit of a labyrinth inside. The workers left an emergency still. Be ready.
Don't worry, we're all... By the way,
They have other things to take care of first.
Shadows of fate! Judgment!
Busted!
Delved into destiny! Fate is upon you! Go as one!
As I expected, but this shouldn't be too much trouble.
Go as one! That's gotta be the Fatui ambassador here to meet Ji. That must be the emergency access route, right?
This is the construction workers' emergency access route, but it's closed tight. Trying to break through would be risky. Let's see if we can find another way.
shadows of fate.
Game's up. Fun's over.
Whirling snow. Yeah. The water's gone down. Delve into destiny. Let me scry. Take flight. Delve into destiny.
Gotcha. Take it easy. water's flowed into the groove, and now the statues have lit up. Okay, now we should be able to move the statues. Take it easy.
The door is open. Let's go.
Take it easy. Hup. We should be nearly at the bottom now. Let's wrap this up. Quietly now.
You can't run. Punishment. Decided by destiny.
Gotcha. Here comes the catch.
I can tell from the aroma that this is very fine liquor indeed. I'm impressed. Come on, bottoms up. After you.
Oh, sorry. That went...
You'll get there. If you want to stay...
I'll do my...
You're more of a lightweight than I thought. Already struggling after one glass? I thought you were made of sterner stuff. You certainly kept it together when you were poisoning your teacher's soup. Come on, another round. Less talking, more drinking.
Sure. You didn't leave me much of a choice, though, did you? Just the mention of poisoning sends shivers down my spine. I'm more timid than you realize. Every time I poisoned him, I had to hide away at home for a few days because I was so
Look, I know it has not been easy for you, my friend. But I have to say, you really are quite a genius at poison. I mean, the poison we brought from Snezhnaya is as strong as this wine, but you found a way to turn it into an imperceptible, slow-acting poison and came up with the idea of what was it you said? Oh, yeah. You said the soup's fishy flavor neutralizes...
It struck me one day when I was fishing. I'm lucky it did.
You have performed excellently. The Fatui will continue to provide the support you need to consolidate your position as Tianshu. Of course, aside from Qingshu Pool, we also have some...
Don't worry. Whatever tasks you have for me, I will...
Did you hear that? It was poison! That's why Uncle T... What a nasty guy.
Hold on. Did you bring a camera? If not, you can use mine. This is quite a scene.
Excellent liquor. We've, seen no progress on the diplomatic front, and everyone has been out. But soon, everything will be taken care of. I remember when I first saw you. I knew right away that you would make a good partner for us. Hey.
How could I forget? You said a lowly commoner like me could never be seen. The only way is for you to shine bright in the Tianshu's darkest moment. I think you were absolutely right.
Yes, under normal circumstances, the gap between you... Just look at your two competitors. Chen Wei had wealth. Ming Boa had reputation. But you? And that's why I decided to help you. You know, there's an old saying in the Fatui. Give a starving dog a bone, and it'll guard your home for the rest of its life.
Yes. I cannot thank you enough for...
You know, the best thing about you is that you do as you're... heck, when you're not in the company of the Fatui, you'll be able to...
Uncle Gao said that Jur-E has low self-esteem. Seems he was right. He was worried that whatever advantage he might have now will diminish over... Do you have any more film in the camera? Then get ready to use it. Tonight's grand... How well this goes for us.
Ooh, is there any more alcohol? Go on. Fill me up. I'm gonna go...
There's only a little left. Here, I'll fill your glass. If you like it, I can bring you some more next time.
Whoa, this is the good stuff. It is great. Huh? Jur-E.
You seem surprised, Mr. Yusupov. How could I not? I've sacrificed years of my life studying and reflecting to prepare my... You really think I'd put myself through all that just to become your little puppet?
You imbecile. It's the Fatui who got you to where you are.
Do you see the haystack in the corner? Underneath it is a pile of explosives. And next door in the dark room are the 3 undercover agents you sent to infiltrate the Black. I'm gonna stay here till I see you slip into unconsciousness. Then I'm gonna set this on fire. Once the flames burn through the hay, they'll ignite the explosive.
What?
I took the liberty of leaving some evidence of your contact with the undercover agents at the Black Cliff Forge. It won't take long for people to join the dots. The Fatui planted undercover agents in the Black Cliff Forge to steal their signature ruin-grade explosives. Their plan was to blow through the solid floor tiles in the dead of night and seize the treasure of Qingshu. But things didn't quite go to plan. Faced with the overwhelming evidence, the embassy won't investigate this any further. In fact, there'll be only 2. It explains why you acted alone. Well, Of course, none of that will have anything to do with me. When all of this comes to my attention, I'm afraid I'll have no choice but to cancel the Qingshu Pool redevelopment.
Jur-E, do you really think you're gonna get away with this? The Fatui has a record of everything. That includes the poison, all interactions between us, even my trip here to... After I die...
A record? Oh, you must mean... Because when you contacted me, I also made contact with your associates. I have Theophan to thank for providing me with the poison I used on you today. He'll help me tie up all the loose ends. After he has been eyeing your position for...
That traitor!
Shh. Relax. It's over. After tonight, sweet dreams.
I did a little surveying on the way here and found that you'd left yourself 3 escape routes in case things went south. I have them all surrounded. If you're thinking of trying anything, we were here the whole time and have pictures of it.
The game's up? I happened to discover a Fatui operation here, so I approached them on the pretext of joining forces and eventually brought them down from within.
This is how you want to play it, huh? Fine. You do you. All we need to do to convict you is establish that the poison in his system is the same as in... Nothing else you wanted to add?
One wrong move and it all comes crashing down. I should have been more careful. You followed him here, didn't you? I was so focused on keeping myself out of sight. Let's talk about this, Yelan. I gave you my word that I...
Your point...
When I take office, I can guarantee that I will act in your best interests. In fact, all of you here tonight can expect very generous treatment in the future. I don't deny that I used underhanded methods to get here. But given my lowly origins, what other choice did I have?
You still don't get it, do you? Even... What do you think? Exactly. Jur-E. Clever people can always come up with a good excuse. There's nothing wrong with wanting to win other people's respect, but when has Uncle Tien... He was like a teacher and a father to you, but you chose to repay that by poisoning him. Whatever positive goal you may have started out with, you threw it away in that moment.
That's enough.
Of course. What makes this even crueler is that out of everyone in the world, he is the one who...
That's enough!
Life is like fishing. It cannot be rushed. Whatever you do, impatience will accomplish nothing. I was just like you once, desperate to prove myself. Only later did I realize things do not always turn out the way you plan. But you have to keep calm to carry on. You're still young. Be patient, believe in yourself, and don't look outside yourself to prove your value. Where's Jury these days? It's been a long time since he last paid me a visit.
Maybe he's just busy.
Well, next time, if he doesn't bring a pot of piping hot fish soup, don't let him in.
Whatever you were thinking about, you'll have plenty of time to mull it over in prison. Oh, I almost forgot. If the Fatui find out what happened today, prison might not turn out to be the safest place for you. Trying to have friends on both sides, it has a way of turning everyone against you. But right now, I have an opportunity for you.
Huh?
Sorry, things are about to get extremely busy for me. Let's meet at Yenshan Tea House tomorrow morning. I'll have someone remove the explosives.
Need our help with that?
No, it could be dangerous. You should... Don't worry, as long as they're... Get some rest.
There is now no...
Dr. Baiju.
You needn't worry too much. It's good we caught it in time.
How did they successfully secure such a... Unfortunately for them.
Uncle Tian will be heading off now. Remembered?
Don't worry, I will. Thank you very much. Ah, you're here too? Yes. The exhaustion seems to...
Luckily, it looks like choosing the Tianshu's successor is suddenly not such a pressing...
Hey, Yelan!
My work is mostly wrapped up, so I thought I'd take a minute to... The assessment process comes to an end here, Uncle Tian. In my opinion, Zhi is not suitable...
You have my gratitude. People can change their loyalties easily.
Is it just Paimon, or is Uncle Tian not...
Don't underestimate Uncle Tian. He wouldn't have appointed... Normally, the Yuehai Pavilion would be responsible for
Yes, to be quite honest, I wanted to trust him unreservedly. When I first met Zhi, I wondered if he had approached me. I concluded that he had no ulterior motives whatsoever. In the end, even he changed. I never had any plans to recommend him directly, but I always intended to give him the chance to compete on a level playing field. Family background, I had no reputation to speak of when I first became Tianshu. I relied on Ganyu's assistance for all manner of...
I have to admit, He's a smart guy. The intel suggests that the Fatui saw him as very low risk. But Jur-E was still extremely... He chose that specific liquor from Xinyu kiosk because the fiery flavor would mask the bitterness of the poison. And he chose to wait until the... He also installed a secret compartment in the wine pot he bought to hold the poison. As the amount of liquor went down, he'd shake the pot to release the poison from the compartment into the liquor. Afterwards, we also found he had an antidote on him. Had the Fatui official grown suspicious, Jur-E would have drunk the poisoned wine himself.
But that's still really dangerous.
Yes. Had he drunk the poisonous wine, he still would have faced serious health consequences despite taking the antidote.
How is Jur...
Well, I mean, he's sitting in a jail cell. Like Yanfei said, still, he's cooperating. He didn't turn down my offer to strike a deal. I'll make sure they're...
A deal? Does this have to do...
Yes, Jur-E's not the one I'm interested in. If he was as far as this went, I'd... But once the Fatui became involved, things got a whole lot more interesting.
Well, did you?
Almost. Unfortunately...
Uncle Tian? Yelan? What are you talking about?
Jur-E colluded with the Fatui to try and secure the position of Tianshu. With Yusupov in our hands, and a statement from Jur-E, also we'd be able to gain control of Theophan, Yusupov's second-in-command. Pawns like this can be major assets. They open up all sorts of new... Why else did you think I was investing?
So, okay, well...
We got halfway. The first part went off without a hitch, but when we tried to make contact with Theophan...
The Fatui must be spying on us.
I found out from other sources that the Harbinger, Regrade... The Fatui's main forces aren't concentrated here. Regrader was only... It's a pity that Theophan got away. But knowing which Harbingers are still looking at Liyue is something. It gives me a...
I have to ask, Yelan. I remember you showed some interest a few days ago at Yen...
Oh, that. I prefer my current life. There's danger. Although it'd still be a behind-the-scenes role. As Tianshu, I wouldn't have the chance to get... All right. I'm done here.
Where are you off to this time?
As you might have guessed. But I'm sure if you keep going as you are, getting yourselves involved, maybe I'll see you the next time danger beckons. Until then, keep your wits about you. If you have any more questions, just ask Uncle T.